Hey everybody, it's Ron from Pick Dawgz, and this is the NFL edition of Ron's Rundown. We're going to go over the conference championship games in the NFL for Sunday, the AFC between the Cincinnati Bengals and Kansas City Chiefs, and the NFC conference championship with the San Francisco 49ers taking on the Philadelphia Eagles. Now, if you like what you see, make sure to give this video a big thumbs up and subscribe to our channel. Don't forget to put your picks in the comments section below, and if you're looking for my best bets across all sports, you can find those at the Premium Picks tab at pickdawgz.com. Alrighty, let's get into it. Here are the games in the NFL for Conference Championship Weekend. First up, we see the NFC Championship game between the San Francisco 49ers and the Philadelphia Eagles. This one, 3 o'clock Eastern on Fox. And this is a tough game for me. The Eagles are 2.5-point favorites. Total is at 46.5. And right now, I'm leaning towards the Eagles because we're laying less than that field goal. To me, if this number gets to 3 or even 3.5, it might just be a pass altogether. These are the top two teams in the NFC, in my opinion. I don't think that's a crazy thing to say. San Francisco 13-4 in the regular season. Eagles 14-3. I think these are two of the better defenses in the league, and San Francisco I think has the best defense in the NFL. But Brock Purdy's first road playoff game of his career. He played well in the regular season. He played well in the first 2 rounds of the playoffs, but both of those games against teams that I'm not crazy about in the Seattle Seahawks and Dallas Cowboys, both of those games at home. This is a tough spot for him. I think, the Philadelphia fan base is going to be loud. It's one of the toughest places to play in the NFL. And the Eagles were so dominant in their first playoff game this season, 38-7 final against the New York Giants, who had a lot of momentum going into that game. They beat up on the Vikings. Now they go into Philadelphia, and it was just all Eagles from start to finish. The offense puts up 416 total yards, 268 rushing yards, 6.1 yards per carry. The defense outstanding, 227 yards allowed. They had 5 sacks in that game as well. They're putting a lot of pressure on opposing quarterbacks. You look at some of the sack totals that the Eagles had down the stretch of the regular season into the postseason. Against the Tennessee Titans, 6 sacks. Against the Giants, 7. Against the Bears, 6. Against the Dallas Cowboys on the road, 6 sacks in that game. They've just been really getting a lot of pressure on opposing QBs, and that's just a little scary for a rookie quarterback like Brock Purdy. I know the San Francisco offensive line has been great this year, but I do think we're getting a pretty good price with the Eagles in this one. I think the Niners have the better defense, but I do think that the defense for the Eagles has a better matchup facing that young quarterback in Brock Purdy. So give me the Philadelphia Eagles laying the points in what should be an excellent game. Next up, the AFC Conference Championship game between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Kansas City Chiefs. This one's going to be a 6:30 Eastern start time on CBS. Now, the Chiefs are 1.5-point favorites. Total is at 48 in this game. I'm seeing it at 48.5 at a few books. I'm going to take the over in this game. I think a lot of people are expecting Patrick Mahomes to be less effective because of the high ankle sprain injury that he suffered last week against the Jaguars. And there's no doubting that this is an injury that usually takes a few weeks to recover from. But Patrick Mahomes is just a different breed of a quarterback and a different breed of a professional athlete. I mean, this guy plays through injuries, and he usually plays at a pretty high level. And we saw the Chiefs win that game. I mean, that was an injury he suffered early on in that game. We know Chad Henne had to come in for a few snaps, but overall, I think Mahomes is going to be just fine. I think the Chiefs are going to be able to move the ball and score some points, but this Cincinnati Bengals offense is also on a great run. I mean, you look at last week against the Bengals in the snow on the road. They put up 27 points, 412 total yards. It was a game where I really liked Buffalo because I just didn't like the road splits, the home and road splits we saw from Cincinnati going into that one. But Cincinnati looked fine offensively in that game. I'll say 5.1 yards per carry on the ground, which was really impressive against that Bills run defense, 172 rushing yards. So I expect the Bengals to be able to move the ball plenty. I think the Chiefs are going to score the ball, score some points as well. I think we're going to get over this total. I think we're getting some value because of that injury, because of the public perception of Patrick Mahomes not being very effective. I think we got some value here on the over. So give me the over 48.5 in the Bengals-Chiefs game, and I like Kansas City to win the game outright as well. And that's it. Those are the AFC and NFC Conference Championships in the NFL this week. Hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe. And don't forget to put your NFL picks in the comment section below. Again, if you're looking for my best bets, you can find those at Pick Dawgz Premium. As always, this is Ron Romanelli. Good luck.